fish stood with painted walls, tablets burned in royal halls, tin and copper crossed the seas, empires bound by trade and treaty.
From Mycenaean to Ugarit shore, from Hittite throne to Egypt's door, a fragile web of kings and law held the age of bronze in north.
Ships appeared without a name, whole peoples moving not for fame, women, children, carts and grain, migration born of pain.
Sheridan, Shekelesh, Meliseten, Yen, Checker, none forget. Not one tribe, not one land, but many forced by fate's command. The sea broke the world in flame, no city stood the same when trade died, thrones fell to bronze cracked and order flew. Not one war, not one sword, but systems torn and gods ignored. The age of kings was overthrown when the seas began to roll.
Hittite fell and never rose, its archives lost in ash and smoke. Ugarit wrote its final plea, no aid arrived across the sea.
Mycenaean's halls were left to ruin, linear B fell silent then. Cyprus burned, trade routes died, the tin was gone, the bronze denied.
They came by land, they came by sea, against the delta's gateways three. Under Ramesses wall stood fast, Medinet Habu tells the past.
Ships entangled, arrows rained, the Nile ran red, the crown remained. Egypt stood but paid the cost, an empire wounded, wealth half lost. The sea broke the world in flame, no city stood the same when trade died, thrones fell to bronze cracked and order flew. Not one war, not one sword, but systems torn and gods ignored. The age of kings was overthrown when the seas began to roll.
Drought and famine scarred the land, earthquakes shattered what kings planned. Rebellion rose where bread was thin, mercenaries turned within.
Too complex, too tightly tied, when one link snapped, the whole world died. The sea did not act alone, it struck a world already prone.
From ash and loss, from shattered crown, the old world died, a new broke down. Iron rose where bronze had failed, smaller kings in lands once
The
hailed.
sea peoples fade from sight, but their wake reshaped the night. Not invaders, not just war, but the end of what came before.
In broken stone and silent clay, the old world's voice has passed away. The Bronze Age ended not in peace, but in fire, flight, and slow